What happens when we die? Does all experience end forever, or do we live on somehow? A significant majority of people worldwide hold the conviction that death does not mark the absolute cessation of being, and that beyond this enigmatic boundary, existence persists in some manner. The prevalent opinion among secular scholars is that such convictions stem merely from hopeful imaginings, a reaction to our dread of mortality and our struggle to grasp the finality of conscious experience. Expanding on the analogy of the bubble to explore the concept of existence before birth and after death, and incorporating the notion of death as a societal construct rather than an existential absolute, we delve deeper. The bubble you've created represents life with its material, the soap, symbolizing the physical body and the conditions determining its longevity and resilience. The quality and type of soap in this metaphor correspond to the individual's karma. Karma, in this context, is understood as the accumulated memories and actions that shape and define our existence, providing form and structure to our lives. In this analogy, karma acts as the soap that molds the bubble, determining its form, strength, and duration. As long as this karmic accumulation persists, it encases the essence of life within. Upon death, the analogy suggests, what is left behind is the physical body, akin to the residue or remnants of soap. This body, composed of materials borrowed from the earth, must return to it, for it is merely a vessel acquired to navigate and interact within the physical realm. The essence of what you are, your consciousness encapsulated within your karmic bubble, continues beyond the physical cessation of the body. This notion posits that the core of your being, shaped and contained by your karma, persists beyond death, transitioning beyond the physical confines of the material world. This perspective offers a spiritual interpretation of existence and continuity, suggesting that while our physical form may perish, the essence of our being, influenced and contained by our karma, may carry on, potentially transitioning into another state or form of existence. The essence of life or consciousness transcends personal ownership. It is a universal constant, ever-present and all-encompassing. The individual experience of life, however, is something unique to each person, determined by the extent to which they have managed to capture this universal life force. This capture is not about possessing life, but resonating with its depth and breadth, to such a degree that one's existence feels profoundly significant, independent of societal status or comparison to others. This significance is felt most deeply when one turns inward, such as in the act of closing one's eyes, effectively shutting off external stimuli and societal measures of worth to connect with the essence of being. The karmic bubble, or as one might say, the software of existence, plays a crucial role in shaping this personal capture of life. It consists of accumulated memories, actions, and experiences, much of which is gathered unconsciously. This karmic accumulation influences the depth of one's experience and the perception of one's significance in the universe. It holds together the individual's essence, defining the contours of their existence. Upon death, the physical body is left behind, and with it, the discerning mind that navigates the material world. What remains is the karmic accumulation, the software of one's existence, along with the core essence of life one has managed to encapsulate. Without the discerning mind, the karmic bubble lacks the agency to direct its journey consciously. This state implies that while the essence of what one has captured of life persists, the ability to navigate or influence its direction post-death is altered, entrapped by the accumulated karma until perhaps a new form of consciousness or existence is assumed. This perspective presents a spiritual interpretation of life and death, emphasizing the continuity of consciousness and the impact of one's actions and experiences on their journey beyond the physical realm. In the realm of yogic tradition, the concept of vasanas plays a crucial role in understanding the journey of consciousness post-death. Vasanas, a term that literally translates to smell, metaphorically represents the latent tendencies or impressions that accumulate over a lifetime, shaping the direction and quality of one's consciousness. These tendencies, much like a fragrance, have a subtle yet powerful influence, attracting and repelling experiences and existences based on their nature. Post-mortem, the soul, liberated from the confines of the physical body, navigates existence based on these vasanas. The nature and intensity of these accumulated impressions determine the soul's journey. If the karmic impressions are vibrant and strong, the soul may linger in a state of limbo, existing in a formless state for a period dictated by the potency of these vasanas. On the other hand, if these impressions have weakened, the soul seeks out a new physical form to embody, continuing its cycle of experiences and evolution. The concept of time, as understood in physical existence, loses its conventional meaning once freed from the physical body. The limitations and constructs of time and space bound to physical existence no longer apply. Yet, despite this transcendence beyond physical constraints, the experiences of pleasure and pain, or more broadly, of being pleasant or unpleasant, persist. This suggests that the essence of one's experience, influenced by the vasanas, remains a significant aspect of existence, even beyond the physical realm. This yogic perspective offers a profound insight into the continuity of consciousness beyond death, emphasizing the enduring influence of one's actions, experiences, and latent tendencies. It underscores the importance of cultivating positive vasanas, as these will shape the quality of one's existence both in the physical world and beyond, in the formless realms where time and space hold different meanings. At the moment of transition from life to death, the state of mind with which one departs plays a significant role in what unfolds next. If, for instance, someone is engulfed by fear at their time of passing, the absence of the discriminatory mind, that aspect of consciousness which allows us to discern, rationalize, and control our emotions, means there's no mechanism in place to mitigate or manage that fear. In life, the discriminatory mind acts as a buffer, enabling us to navigate through fear by reasoning with ourselves, often diminishing its impact. However, in the absence of this critical faculty, fear can escalate unchecked, potentially spiraling into an overwhelming state of paranoia, vastly magnified beyond the ordinary fears experienced in life. Conversely, if one's final moments are characterized by a sense of pleasantness, this positive state too can amplify exponentially in the absence of the discriminatory mind. This suggests that the quality of our last moments, whether rooted in fear, joy, or any other emotion, can profoundly influence the nature of our existence beyond the physical, with these emotions magnifying in the absence of the mind's moderating influence. This perspective highlights the significant role of tendencies and latent dispositions in shaping our experiences, both in life and beyond. In life, despite the availability of the discriminatory mind, many tend to operate largely on the basis of these ingrained tendencies, often underutilizing the capacity for discernment and conscious decision-making. After death, with the shedding of the physical body and the loss of the discriminatory mind, one's journey is guided solely by these tendencies, unless one has attained a certain level of awareness. Achieving such awareness can potentially allow an individual to carry a dimension of this consciousness forward, navigating the post-physical existence with a degree of control or direction, rather than being wholly subject to the whims of their accumulated tendencies. This concept underscores the importance of cultivating awareness and working towards a state of inner pleasantness, as the disposition with which we leave this life can greatly influence the nature of our existence beyond, in a realm where our habitual tendencies are left to unfold without the guiding hand of our conscious, discerning mind. It seems there might have been a little mix-up in the way heaven and hell were associated with states of pleasantness and unpleasantness. Let me clarify. The essence of what you've shared suggests that the post-mortem experience, whether it gravitates towards what might be termed as heaven or hell, isn't about arriving at a specific location, but rather entering a state of being that reflects the accumulated essence of one's life. This state is significantly influenced by the quality of one's consciousness at the time of death, which, in the absence of the discriminatory mind, can intensify the inherent tendencies or vasanas. If these tendencies lean towards unpleasantness, and this unpleasantness intensifies, one might say the individual experiences what can be likened to hell. Conversely, if the essence of these tendencies is pleasant and this pleasantness magnifies, then the experience resembles what is often thought of as heaven. Thus, heaven and hell are not physical places, but metaphorical representations of the states of existence an individual may transition into after death based on the nature of their accumulated karma and the quality of their consciousness at the end of their physical life. When there's a significant amount of karmic substance still potent at the time of death, indicating strong attachments, desires, or unresolved experiences, the energy associated with this karma influences the nature of the post-mortem existence. If the energy is feeble, possibly due to a life lived with awareness and a diminution of karmic bonds, the soul might find it easier to transcend to a state of existence that is not heavily dictated by past tendencies. The concept suggests a profound responsibility for the living to cultivate a quality of life characterized by awareness, positive actions and emotional states that can lead to a more harmonious existence beyond the physical realm. This understanding also provides a perspective on how the actions and choices made in life could influence one's experience beyond death, underscoring the interconnectedness of life, death, and the beyond within a framework of consciousness and karma. In the framework of these spiritual teachings, the state of one's life energy at the time of death plays a critical role in what comes next. If a person passes away after a natural decline in energy due to aging, their life energy might enter a period of rest, a sort of dormancy with minimal activity, allowing for a smoother transition or transformation of this energy. However, if the departure from the physical body occurs under circumstances where the life energies are still vibrant and intense, such as through an accident, suicide, or a violent act, then the dissolution or transformation of these energies faces significant challenges. Without the physical body and the mind, especially the discriminatory or discerning mind, to work through and resolve the accumulated karma, these energies might remain in a state of intensity for a prolonged duration. In a life with a body and a functioning mind, one might have the opportunity to resolve or diminish the intensity of their karma over time through conscious actions and experiences. But without a physical form, this process of resolution is likened to being vastly extended, where what might have been worked through in a decade of living could potentially stretch into millennia in a formless state. This belief system views sudden unnatural deaths as particularly problematic because they leave the individual's energies in a state of unrest, making the transition period, often referred to as limbo, exceptionally long and complex. Furthermore, the intensity of these unresolved energies might hinder the soul's ability to find a new physical form or rebirth due to the mismatch between the soul's vibrational state and potential new existences. The caution against dying through suicide or in a state of violence is not just about the moral or ethical implications traditionally associated with these actions, but is deeply rooted in the understanding of how they impact the soul's journey and its ability to progress or find peace. This perspective underscores a profound respect for the natural course of life and the intricate laws believed to govern the transition between physical existence and what lies beyond, emphasizing the importance of living with awareness and seeking to resolve life's challenges within the framework of one's karmic journey. This concept delves into the idea that the state of one's energy at the time of death significantly influences the soul's journey post-mortem, particularly its readiness to embark on a new life. When an individual passes away naturally, especially in old age, where the life energies have gradually become weaker and more settled, the transition from the physical body is smooth. In such cases, the soul is described as being in a state of readiness to enter a new form relatively quickly, possibly within a short span, like 48 hours, symbolizing a swift rebirth cycle. This quick transition suggests a harmonious alignment of energy conducive to finding and entering a new physical vessel. Conversely, individuals whose departure from the physical realm is abrupt and marked by intense, unresolved energies, whether due to accident, violence, or other sudden causes, face a more complex and prolonged transition. The intensity of their life energies, coupled with the potentially significant amount of unresolved karma or informational patterns, means that their energy must undergo a process of cooling or settling before they are ready to take on a new body. The duration of this process is uncertain and varies greatly, depending on the specific circumstances of their death and the nature of the unresolved energies. This variability underscores a fundamental belief that the condition in which one leaves their physical existence has profound implications for their journey beyond and their ability to reincarnate. It emphasizes the importance of living in a way that promotes the resolution of karmic debts and the cultivation of a harmonious state of being. Such teachings aim to encourage mindful living, with an awareness of the impact of one's actions, choices, and emotional states not only on their current life, but also on the journey of the soul beyond the physical realm. In this worldview, the journey of the soul is a continuous cycle, where the readiness to transition into new forms of existence is intricately linked to the state of one's energies and the resolution of karma. This perspective offers a spiritual understanding of life and death, emphasizing the interconnectedness of all states of existence and the ongoing evolution of the soul through various forms of life.